All right, so after some technical difficulties, yeah, sir, Liam Beamish here is who we were talking about, and where's he coming from?
Yeah, from the BCHL. He was that's the salmon-armed silverbacks is one of the most interesting team names I've ever heard, actually.
Right.
So,
Who comes up with that, right?
No, it's I believe the city's name is Salmon Arm, which obviously just one of those ones. But yeah, like I said, we get the benefit of a defect.
Yeah.
You know, on his part, he didn't want to be there anymore, and now he's somewhere where he wants to be, and he gets rewarded. He's on the first line tonight. And going to get to see a lot of them.
Well, and this is something that, when we've seen those new players come into the Sarnia Sting organization, they're getting this time right away, and you have to wonder, we've talked about some of the other players going, well, what about me? But, the Sarnia Sting, since Al Letang has been here and all the different coaching staff, but Al Letang being the lead guy, has always had that philosophy of you don't just get to play because you got the name and you mostly do good. You've got to earn your way onto that line. And everybody we've seen new, Johnston coming in there to your favorite guy, Karimov. That's just, they're getting the time. And because they've earned it in other places, right? So they're given the opportunity, and maybe that shakes up the other guys a little more.
Well, yeah, definitely. Like you said, they're probably looking like, why not me? But yeah, that's just you don't just get the time. You got to earn it. And there's a lot of players that probably aren't producing as many points as they like right now, and that's just it should just be motivation. It sucks. It does suck, but just.
Well, and we saw Al Letang there a few weeks ago talking on the post game, and. He kind of reiterated all of that, and he said, you can chalk it up to players being hurt, to guys being away because of U17, but it's really not an acceptable excuse.
Yeah, like I said, you can either go into your shell or you can. That's an opportunity to break out, and you just got to do it because you're going to get buried on the fourth line otherwise, I would think.
Yeah. And, he also made a comment of here's some – he thought, we're playing pretty good hockey. We're just not consistent enough in our place. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, well, you get a win, and then you think you get a little momentum, and then there's a loss. And then there's a win, and it's two losses. Like it's, one step forward, two steps back. And, yeah, a little bit of consistency would be nice. A 2 wins in a weekend would be great.
Right.
Something to build off of going into next week, a good positive outlook with the practices and just it'd be a good way to start next week.
What would you change out there? Would you change any of the lineup?
I guess that's why I'm not the head coach. But you can mess around as much as you'd like. But I think you should probably leave a lot of them to get like Karimov seems to be getting. He was playing great with Felak and Johnston, and I think that's one of the. You just want to keep it together and get a little bit of chemistry. I think.
Yeah.
You shuffle them too much, and guys are getting frustrated because they don't know where their line mate is, or you don't have that key chemistry.
Well, and you say that chemistry is one thing, but key chemistry is really a big part of it. And like say Beamish coming out here tonight, and obviously he'll be here looking to not only perform but to kind of I always say show off. It's like, well, here's my first time. I've really got something to prove, even if that's not said out loud. A new player coming on a team really does have something to prove.
Yeah, I'm sure it gives all in the way that you're not getting the ice time you want. It boosts the other guys, but I'm sure it's also like, hey, a new teammate. This is cool. Let's set him up, get him a goal, see what the OHL is like.
Yeah, for sure. And those new rules you talk about, and NCAA and the university rules and all that stuff, that's really opened up. Some more avenues for teams in the OHL. So do you like that?
Yeah.
Like the new rule?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, these kids weren't getting to go to college because of this, and I think it was kind of a no-brainer. It was eventually going to happen. There was a talk that it was going to affect the CHL, but it seems to be affecting them in a good way, whereas a lot of these American players think, well, if I can still sign a college contract later, then I'll play the first 2-3 years of my career in the OHL.
Right.
Play more similar to an NHL style of game of hockey, and then if things don't work out, then go play college hockey.
So you think that's going to change the type of hockey we see here now?
Like the style of play? I don't know too much. Probably, maybe a little more skill from the American players, just because there's not as many. Like they're not allowed to fight actually, and maybe not as many hits. Just smaller players. But Not too much otherwise, I don't think, and it opens the avenue for expansion too, because now a lot of these teams down in the states, they're probably not going to survive this. So there's talks that there's Youngstown and Muskegon, some pretty random towns down in the states might get the opportunity to become an OHL team someday.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. What do you think of that? Adding more teams.
Yeah, an
new
aggressive
teams.
push for expansion.
Yeah.
So I've heard apparently.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I do. More teams, more opportunities for players.
Longer
why not?
season.
Yeah, well, sure. Why not? Probably keep that the same.
You'd want hockey all year round, wouldn't you?
Give me it in the summer. I don't
that
have
right?
anything else. I'm not a baseball guy. I got no sports in the summer.
No, not even the football guy. You're not jumping on the wagon with the
No,
Lions.
not really. Go Lions, but I'm not watching the game.
Yeah, we could hear the excitement in your voice. Yeah, go Lions.
I'll turn the playoff game on.
Right, get back to the Super Bowl. Let's go over to our TikTok here. We're on Facebook and YouTube right now, sort of. And we are. I need some love and likes out there, folks. So if you want to tap the like and the love button, give us a follow, all that stuff, that'd be awesome out there as well. Well, I'm excited just because I haven't seen a hockey game in a while. Like I say, I wasn't here for a couple of weeks due to the boxing, but it's nice to be back. And Sunday. What, you know what's happening on Sunday?
The Teddy Bear Toss.
The Teddy Bear Toss against Saginaw, right?
Mm-hmm. It's going to be awesome.
And that, you know what? I couldn't think of a more fitting team to have the Teddy Bear Toss.
Maybe the Owen Sound Attack because it's the bear, but.
Yeah, but I just mean like we're friends. Maybe not on the ice, but Saginaw and the Sarnia Sting are friends.
Yeah,
I
sure.
can say that.
And people love to come for that. Like regardless of who the team is, people love throwing things on the ice. So
Yeah,
it should be a full barn.
Do you have your teddy bear ready?
I do.
Okay, I got to get mine. I know Barry Bentley's. He's got like what do you call them? Those plastic bins. He's got a couple of them full. And
That's
so
awesome.
I told him, he's like, yeah, we're going to throw. I said, you're not allowed to throw them from the hockey suite.
Nope, you got to go downstairs.
He's like, oh, I thought that was just pucks. No, any objects.
One of those plastic eyeballs.
It's really funny until somebody gets hit with a
there.
teddy bear in the eye.
That's what yeah. Those plastic eyeballs, man, they'll hit you pretty hard, especially from up here.
Never mind the teddy bear. But that's, I don't know how many it is, but I know they've got some records to break, something like 5,000 teddy bears or something like that. But,
it's a good record. It's going to be a tough
great.
But you got to raise the bar every year, right?
Well, and it all going to a good cause, being distributed throughout the community, these teddy bears to help make Christmas just a little bit nicer for some families that maybe are struggling out there. And Finch Ford, of course, a big part of that, the big sponsors there. So that'll be a lot of fun. The last year we did the teddy bear toss, I had a bracelet on, and it was just kind of an elastic type, like bead bracelet, and I threw from the top.
Oh, jeez.
I did. And as I threw it, my bracelet flew off and landed down below. And I ran downstairs and went right there. And the lady goes, here you go.
Fell in somebody's drink. You just ruined a $10 beer there.
No. It fell on the floor. But it was one of my favorite bracelets. I was like, oh, my God, I got to get that back. So teddy bear toss, definitely a big part. And, this is the community side of the Sarnia Sting, Connor, that really, really shines with this organization.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's it brings the kids in because they like teddy bears, but yeah, it always goes to a good cause, and can't beat that, right?
Yeah. Does your section get all into it? Like, do the people that sit around you where you are, do they bring the teddy bears?
It seems. I think one of our this one and the one across from I think they're just. It seems to be not too many Sting fans. It's always if it's an away team, I seem to be sitting in away territory.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I missed the memo for that, or seems to be towards the middle. I might have to move next year.
Well, you've got lots of jerseys. Could you not just wear the competition jersey underneath, and if you're feeling out of place, you just take the Sting jersey off?
Never. I wouldn't,
no?
Especially not a Knights one. Couldn't own that in my house.
Saginaw, maybe.
My buddy actually just grabbed a Knights jersey the other day and asked if I'd wash it for him. I said, absolutely not. I wouldn't even try. That's on you.
You are definitely a true fan to the Sarnia Sting organization. And for those
through
of you,
and through.
Yeah, for those of you watching on TikTok, thanks for being here. And give us the follow and the likes. We'd love to get to a couple thousand likes on TikTok here. And, of course, Facebook as well. We appreciate you sharing this around. Even though we're having our technical difficulties, we might just have to do Maybe it's just a sign we just do TikTok. Never mind Facebook and YouTube. You guys are going to have to grow up and come to TikTok.
Or grow down.
Right? I did hear, this is a time, there were some other players you wanted to talk to about as well, right? Martone?
Yeah, Pardo Martone. It's great to have him back in the building. It was part of a big trade for Del Mastro and Del Belbaluz, and ultimately it didn't end up how he wanted, so it sucks to see him go, especially now being the second leading point scorer in the league, the leading in assist. He's doing absolutely incredible. He's probably going to be a top 5 pick in the NHL this year. That's just a tough one to see when he's on the other side.
Yeah. Well, the OHL is what they call bittersweet, right? You try to grow these players, bring them in. I would say most, not all. I don't think all of them are looking to go to the NHL. I think a lot. I don't know the number, but I think some of them would come and go, I want to play really great hockey. I want to get better. I want to learn some things and have my school paid for and then move on, right? But I would say the majority of them are looking to go, okay, what's the next level here? Whether that's WHL, AHL, NHL, NHL I think would be the ultimate goal. But there are a lot of choices to go to from the OHL.
Yeah, no, these other leagues they're no sloughs. Like, it's, if you don't make it, you don't make. There's a very small percentage of players that make it to the NHL. I'm sure that's probably ultimately everyone's goal. I don't think a lot, like, you don't shoot your sights any lower than that. But like, a lot of people end up with great careers overseas in college in the ECHL. It's just one of those things. You don't make it. You only really play until you're 40, so you got to kind of have a backup plan until
and then you become a coach, maybe. Yeah, or an assistant or whatever. Yeah. So lots of options. The OHL doing a great job, and we recently saw the new commissioner. He's making the rounds to all of the OHL arenas, and there's a lot happening. I think behind the scenes that are getting ready to come out that I think will be positive changes for the OHL to encourage play. And, at the end of the day, too, I mean, it is hockey, but it's entertainment, right? And I think people have to remember, you're purchasing a ticket for your team, but there is an expectation of entertainment, the in-game entertainment, if you will. And Jake Borey and his team do a really great job of putting all that on. So we're going to cut that one now. I think more. I think it's your fault.
What did I do?
I don't know. The camera's freezing or something. Might not be your fault, but I'm going to blame you.
All right, I'll take it.
There you go. But we're still live on TikTok. We'll stay live out there. We're seeing the love. Thanks so much for the love. And we're going to try to get back here on Facebook and YouTube if we can get our internet all fixed up. But, Connor, it's good to be back here in the seat with you. And
glad to have you back.
Appreciate you. Yeah, thanks.
Maybe they'll transition easy with a fight, and you can pretend you're still at the boxing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sounds good. I'm okay with the fighting. I've gotten better. We'll see. Okay, that's it for now. As always, I'm David Burrows, my friend Connor Burke. 1, 2, 3.
Go Sting, go.